In this short video, I want to review rational number arithmetic. Rational numbers are just fractions. So a rational number is just a fraction. In other words, a rational number can be written as an integer over another integer. And the bottom integer can't be 0 because we can't divide by 0. So when we say that a number is rational, we mean the following. So x is rational means x can be written as a over b, where a and b are integers. That means they're whole numbers. They might be positive, they might be negative. And the denominator can't be 0 because we can't divide by 0. So that's what a rational function is. Now, to multiply two rational numbers is actually very easy. If I take the number AB and I want to multiply it by CD, the way we multiply fractions is we just multiply their tops and we multiply their bottoms. Now, the answer may not be in lowest terms, but we don't really need to worry about that. If we want something in lowest terms, after we compute what the product is, we can reduce it. So as a really quick example, if I want to multiply 2/3 times 7, let's say 7/15, that would be 2 times 7 over 3 times 15, and the answer would be 14 over 45. This one actually is in lowest terms because there was nothing that would cancel here. So multiplication is actually quite easy. What I want to do next is I want to actually look at addition, because addition is a little bit harder. When we talk about adding two fractions together, we have to find a common denominator. And the easiest way of finding a common denominator is just to take the product of the first one times the second one. Now, to get this first fraction over BD, we have to actually multiply it by D over D. To get the second fraction over BD, we have to multiply it by B over B. And you'll notice that DB and BD are the same thing, so we can rewrite this as AD over BD plus CB over BD. And since the denominators are now the same, we can simply add the numerators together. So we get that particular answer, and I actually need to erase that stray mark. So there. So the basic formula for adding fractions together is nothing more than this. You multiply the first numerator by the second denominator. You multiply the second numerator by the first denominator. And you multiply the denominators together to get the new denominator. So as an example, if I want to add 1/2 plus 3/7, what I need to do is I need to multiply this 1/2 by 7 over 7. So we have 1 times 7. And I'm going to multiply this 3/7 by 2 over 2. In other words, that top is going to be plus 3 times 2. And I'm simply going to multiply the denominators together. So I would have 7 plus 6 over 14. That would be 13/14. If I wanted to look at something like 3/5 minus 2/9, subtraction is done the same way. This is going to be 3 times 9 minus 2 times 5 over 5 times 9. So we're going to get 27 minus 10 over 5 times 9 is 45. And so our final answer would be 17 over 45. It is important to realize that when we add and subtract fractions this way, that we typically do not get fractions that are in lowest terms, but for this course, we're not really going to need that. So that wraps up this particular video.